First of all, I forgive myself. Ask Yahuwah to forgive me, forgive our ancestors, and may Yahuwah forgive us all in Yahushua HaMashiach's name. So, I can go to work, on the clock, all right, on the plantation, that is. I got to put in time for Yahuwah to look what time it is. We're going to play some praise music in the name of this particular teaching, doctrine, lesson. It's Kings of Yehuda. Sisters, this dealing with the kings, all right, of Yehuda, Judah, that is, and all esteem to Yahuwah and Yahusha, all right. A lot of times Yahuwah wake us up at night and get a message out. So when Isaiah, Yashayahu 1:1, the vision of Isaiah the son of Amos, which he saw concerning Yehuda and Yerushalayim in the days of Uzziah, Yahu, Jonathan, Akaz, and Hezekiah, the kings of Yehuda. Jeremiah 1:18. For behold, Yahuwah hath made us this day a defense city, and an iron pillar, and brassen walls against the whole land, against the kings of Yehuda, against the princes thereof, against the priests thereof, and against the people of the land. All right. Jeremiah 8:1. At that time, says Yahuwah, they shall bring out the bones of the kings of Yehuda, and the bones of his princes, and the bones of the priests, and the bones of the prophets, and the bones of the habitation of Jerusalem out of their graves. Barak Yahuwah. All right. The dry bones got living water in them. All right. Jeremiah 17:19. This say Yahuwah unto us, go and stand in the gate of the children of the people, whereby the kings of Yahudah, the Malaks of Yahudah, come in, and by the gates which they go out, and all the gates of Yerushalayim. Barak Yahuwah. Jeremiah 17:20. And say unto them, hear you the word of Yahuwah, you Malaks of Yehudah, and all Yehudah, and all the habitation of Yerushalayim that enter in by these gates. Jeremiah 17:25. Then there enter into the gates of the city kings, Malaks, and princes sitting upon the throne of Daud, riding the chariots, and on horses, the inhabitants of Yerushalayim, and this city shall remain forever. See, the new Yerushalayim, the spiritual Yerushalayim, it's going to be forever. We're going to reign 1,000 years down here with the Hamalak, Yahuwah. All right. Because Yahusha is Yahuwah, if you didn't know, brothers and sisters. All right. Jeremiah 19:3. And say, hear you the word of Yahuwah, O Malaks of Yehudah, kings of Yehudah, and habitation of Yerushalayim. This say Yahuwah Shabbaoth, Yahuwah of hosts, the Aluah of Yasharal. Behold, he will bring evil upon this place. All right, which whosoever hears, his ears shall tingle. Talking about that word. Jeremiah 19:4. Because they have forsaken Yahuwah, and have estranged this place, and have burned incense, all right, it unto other Elohim, other mighty ones, burning incense to pagan deities and fallen angels, whom neither they nor neither their fathers have known, nor the kings of Yehudah, and have filled this place with the blood of the innocent. Wow. You know, because we was all once pagans at one time, brothers and sisters. I used to believe in JC, the Trinity stuff, which is Nimrod, Ishita, all right, and Tammuz, you know, Nimrod, Ishita, all right, and Tammuz, you know, Nimrod, Ishita, all right, and Tammuz, you know, Hamashiach, all right, which is his Yaqid, his only begotten son, all right, and then you got the Ruach. That's a man too. It tell you that in Genesis, in the beginning, all right, the word was Yahuwah with Yahuwah, and that word became flesh in Yahushua HaMashiach, not no woman, all right. Let's go to Hosea 1:1. The word of Yahuwah that came unto Hushah, all right, the son of Beriah, in the days of Uzziyahu, all right, Jotham, Akaz, Hezekiah, Yahu, the kings of Yehudah, and in the days of Jeroboam, the son of Joash, king of Yasharal, all right. Now you see who the kings is, because that's in Genesis 2, Genesis 49, I think, just say 8 through like 15 or something. And you'll see the scepter should not part from Yehudah, Judah, until Yahuwah return, all right. And Yehudah is his lawgiver, his law teacher, the elders. See, everybody want to be the elders, but Yehudah is the elders, and they got to come see us about this truth, because Yehudah, we going to Mount Zion. We ain't going to Mount Sinai and them other mountains, okay? And my brother, sister, all right, they all colors, all nationalities that's born of Yahuwah, Yahushua of the Ruach HaKodesh, and to the brothers and sisters that's getting baptized and accepting Yahuwah, Yahushua, and the Ruach into your mind as your personal Savior, and go out there and get baptized. Hey, come out the water fighting, obeying the scriptures. It's going to work out best for you, I promise you that. I'm living proof. I done put this word on the tester, and I done seen Yahuwah fight for me, provide for me, protect me, help me, he must heal me. But I didn't get hooked on the medication. Some people might have to go to the doctor and get healed, but don't get hooked on the medication, because that's what the leaves for on the trees, healing. Okay, we healers. See, we don't do witchcraft, but Yahuwah give us the keys to heal our people. They just got to stick with the process. Shouts out to Yaki, because he showed brothers and sisters how to heal their body. Shouts out to Dr. Sebi. He showed brothers and sisters how to heal their body. All right. Micah, 1 and 1, the word of Yahuwah that came. All right. To El, Micah. All right. The Morishite, in the days of Jonathan, Akaz, and Hezekiah, the kings of Yehudah, which he saw concerning, all right, Shamaron and Yarushalim, all right. 1 Chronicles 9 and 1. So all Yasharal were reckoned by genealogies, and behold, they were written in the Sefer of the kings of Yasharal and Yehudah, who were carried away to Babel for their transgressions. See, Bible just means, another tongue, another language, like English. That's another tongue. That's words have power. And I try to say a lot of words in Abarit, which is Hebrew, much as possible. Because these English words, they curse people, okay? And they got power. Life and death is in the tongue, in the mouth. So when you speak Yahuwah words over your life, your kids' life, your family life, and plead Yahushua's blood, and you keep the faith, watch what start happening inside of you. You're going to start regenerating and come find gold on the inside. People going to look at you like you trash, because you ain't into what they into. You ain't got what they got. You don't want the nice house. You don't want the nice cars. You don't want to live good and comfortable down here right now. Really, you'd rather be poor than to have it going on. Barak Yahuwah. All right. Let's go to Ezra 9 and 9. For we were bondmen, yet to Yahuwah. Yet our Yahuwah has not forsaken us in our bondage, but has extended mercy unto us in the sight of the kings of Persia, to give us a reviving, to set up the house of our Yahuwah, and to repair the desolations thereof, and to give us a wall in Yehudah and in Yarushalim. All right. Second Chronicles 21:13. But have walked in the ways of the kings of Yasharal, and have made Yehudah, and like the habitation of Yarushalim, to go a whoring, like to the whoredoms of the house of Akaz, and also have slain your brethren of your father's house, which were better than yourself. So what do you mean by whoring? Like after Christianity, paganism, the cross, the cobblestone, Allah, Buddha, the chakras, zodiac signs, palm reading, psychics. That's going to whoring out the stuff. If you love it more than serving the Creator, and you're a hoe, whether you're a man or a woman. All right? Because Yahuwah is supposed to be our first love. That's the man and the woman. The man and the woman, first of all, must be built on his word. That's a solid foundation. That way the devil can't come in and knock the house down, knock the foundation down. Okay? You got to be strong. You got to be bold and courageous. So when the enemy come in, we're supposed to go to the word and quote these scriptures and get the enemy out the house. All right? And you got to be a strong, masculine man to deal with this Bible. You can't have no favoritism. Can't care about nobody's feelings or their emotions. Okay? You got to care about their soul. And some people ain't going to like the way you bring it, like the way you talk it, like the way you walk it. See, a lot of men down here is not playing with this Bible. You know, living the whole thing out. The things they say they do. You know, I don't eat pork, I don't eat shrimp, I don't eat possums and raccoons and nothing unclean. I do eat meat. Okay? I got love in me. You know, that's my gift. You know, when Yahuwah give you his ruach, you a gift to the people. You know, you got to stand up for the people. You can't have no favoritism and teach no hate. And people going to hate you because you say somebody white is your brother or your sister. I'm just going to say it like that. You know, like, I'm just saying, Arab or something, your brother. He say don't hate the Egyptian, don't hate Esau, you know, don't hate nobody, okay? Because, like, we commit murder. We can hate the sin, but we can't hate the people. Second Chronicles 30:6. So the post went with the letters from the king and his princes throughout all Yasharal and Yehuda, and according to the commandment of the king, saying, you children of Yasharal, turn again unto Almighty Yahuwah, Aluah, of Abraham, of Yeshua, of Yasharal, and he will return the remnant of us that escaped out of the hand of the kings of Ashur. Now, and the feast days too, and his Shabbat. Now, I don't teach nothing about no moon, or none of that type of stuff, because half of us can't see the moon. So, it's a lot of doctrine going on, hollering about a woman can't wear pants, and all that type of stuff. But let me tell you something. When he say wear pants, that means having the authority of the house, trying to run the household. Everybody got a role, okay? He not telling the man to make his woman out a sex slave, don't wash dishes, don't cook, don't go to work, or none of that type of stuff, okay? That's what he commanded us to do, to serve each other, okay? Because some men won't wash dishes. They won't cook. They'll just go to work, come home, tell the woman, you know, to do everything, you know? So when you get the ruach, you don't know how to cook, clean, and do all that type of stuff. And if you mess up or do wrong, the Holy Spirit gonna convict you. You don't need nobody checking you. And forgiveness is a barakah from Yahuwah, a blessing, mercy, compassion, you know, not having no favoritism, helping people. See me, I love poor people, like so-called homeless people, you know, people who ain't got much. I love people like that. I don't like people who really got more than me, uppity people. They can't relate to the lifestyle that we live. And one thing about poor homeless people, because I was homeless since 2009. I got moved into this apartment in February of this year, or last year. But we live like Yahushua live. People out there taking their tents up, surviving, and cold weather, blistering cold weather, surviving. And people run by, laugh at them, but y'all can't survive like that. So that's what you need to be on, surviving. You know, you got you a nice house, got it going on, flat screens. You can't carry none of that with you when you die. That's why he say be good with a little, be content. You know, store your treasures up in his kingdom, you know. And to all them Sunday preachers who hollering about the commandments done away with, you prosperity preachers, you goat riding masons and whatever you is, you Colts and Eastern Stars and alphabet boys, let me tell you something. I rebuke you, well, Yahuwah rebuke you, and Yahushua HaMashiach's name and his blood. You know, y'all need some checking. I hate y'all doctrine. I hate that y'all's killing people, because you know when they say the commandments is done away with, nailed to a cross, and the Bible say in Acts 5:30 he was slung hung on a tree, they killed everybody in front of them. So you can kill somebody with your mouth too, not just no gun. And I done had plenty of guns, okay? plenty of weapons, because I'm ex-gangbanger, ex-rolling 60 crib. I done had plenty of guns, but I thank Yahuwah I ain't pulled the trigger. Cause I'm telling you, I used to be a loose cannon. You know, I done had many. Ain't a gun, I ain't shot. You know, like I don't fear death. I don't worry about nothing, because I don't really do nothing wrong or try to mistreat nobody. I try to help anybody I can, but don't let nobody take advantage of you. Somebody say they hungry, just go buy them some food. Don't give them your money. You know, I done had to hold a sign up out there on the corner saying help. I ain't lying. I've been through all that. You know, I done had to hold a sign up out there on the corner saying help. I ain't lying. I've been through all that. You know, I done had to hold a sign up out there on the corner saying help. I ain't lying. I've been through all that since I was the chosen, not the black sheep. And I don't do nothing I used to do. They can't relate to me no more. They don't call me no more. Like my mama, earthly mama, my earthly sister, and them back home, they don't call me, not even to check on me and say, hey bro, what's up? I love you. We miss you. Want to come visit you. You know, they ain't got their butts on me and they ain't got my butts on them, you know. That's just what Yahuwah will show you. Like his word will tell you, your family gonna turn their backs on you. And some of the stuff that I went through back home, they was in on it. Like trying to get me killed, plotting up on me. Yahuwah was telling me and they hollering about, no, you crazy. I ain't crazy. When you led by a spirit and this man telling you go this way, they trying to get you, they trying to do that to you. And then you move, and then he deal with them, and they be wondering, well, what happened to them? Because you messing with Yahuwah's baby. You messing with his poor worm Yaakov. And he ain't playing. He ain't winking about his bride in these last days, and the man is a bride. Okay? All that stuff like he marry a woman before he marry a man, that's bull crap. The man is the bride. The men are the angels. You know, the men is the 144,000. You know, everybody, these people indoctrinated, man. And this ain't no hate message. The elders are men. If you're a woman and you done clinged on to 144,000, you better not let him go. You better hold his hand and let him lead you to Yahuwah. Tell you like that. And if you a man got you a woman of y'all, man, you need to let her link you up with a brother in this truth so you can lead her to Yahuwah. You know, everything I learned in the Christian church was bullshit. And I went back to the church trying to help them people. They tried to take me out. I was something like Moses, where I was from back in Hattiesburg, going around the town, shouting with the Hebrews, and I got witnesses that'll testify that. Like I done put in some work. In Indianapolis, I put in work, baptized people in Yahuwah's name, black and white. Ocala, Florida, Hattiesburg, I baptized. In Indianapolis, I baptized. I baptized in Tennessee. In Yahuwah's name. Just pull up me. I ain't trying to make no money off the ministry. I'm telling you for free. Maybe if I did have, maybe if I was getting the donations that I needed, I can go get me a building. You know, like an elder's supposed to have, get a building so I can bring people in off the street like the prostitutes, you know, the so-called drug heads, you know, the gangbangers, bring them up in there, you know, no matter what color they is. See, I want a place where it's all, well, I don't care what color you is, but we praising Yahuwah and we worshiping Yahuwah. That's how it's supposed to be. To you black Hebrew Israelites, I'm not black, I'm brown, I'm bronze. Y'all teaching that hate, hollering about the white man going to hell, the white man can't be saved. Let me tell you something. You running his sheep off. You condemning people. Who is you to tell Yahuwah he can't change that man? That's what he told Peter over here in Acts about Cornelius, the centurion. You know, you can't beat people up with the Bible and tell them they going to hell trying to make them kiss your boots. And you believe in polygamy, want to have all these women because you're full of lust and wearing 6-point stars, the star of Moloch, Power Ranger suits, and y'all teaching hate. And y'all go around these people churches kicking up ruckus. Nah, it's a way we do things. You know, it's an order to this. And the ones who really doing it right, I ain't got no respect for a person, don't see no colors. They the most hated. They get called coons and stuff like that. People be speaking blasphemy out their mouth. You know, you got men that ain't hollering about they Hamashiach and they the Comforter, they the Ruach, but they ain't walked on no water. Ain't nobody trying to tear the roof open and trying to bring nobody down and get healed. They ain't doing none of the miracles that Hamashiach done, but they saying they the Mashiach, Hamashiach. We Mashiach, mean anointed, but we not Hamashiach. And some of us do got the power to heal, put oil on you, but you got to have the faith, brothers and sisters. You got to trust in his word. Hosea 4:6. It just stood out to me. He say his people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because they has rejected knowledge, Yahuwah will also reject them, that they be no more priests to him, seeing they have forsaken his Torah, his commandment, his laws, his ordinance, all right, of Yahuwah. He will also forsake their children. Now you see, the commandments is life, all right. When I went back to church, when I woke up, I seen the devil behind the pulpit. Because this is doctrine. They baptized me and brought me out the water and told me I'd keep on sinning. There ain't no repentance in that. Now, when Yahuwah called me out of Babylon and choked me up, and he put the Ruach up, his because the power from Shamayim gonna intervene. See, when your help come from Shamayim, when Yahuwah your rock, he your strong tower, he your fortress, he your gun, he your AK, he your Draco. Oh, can't nobody stop him. He hit you in your sleep. It's a marvelous thing to fall in his hands. It's a marvelous thing to be his child. You know, it's power in Yahuwah's name. Like he said in his word, we didn't know about Yahuwah. We didn't know we were the Hebrews, we were the Jews. You know, I'm in my land. I don't teach no flea doctrine. As long as I see the sky and I'm on the earth, I ain't trying to run nowhere. Brothers and sisters, I'm not trying to run nowhere. I don't teach that fear doctrine. You know, you think that he gonna have us in the land and build it up off slavery and then just gonna tell us to leave to another land or we don't know nothing about? You better have some wisdom and some common sense. He said, well, one righteous man is the whole city can be saved. You know, one righteous man can be living water to the whole house. That's how powerful a righteous man is. But you women around here hollering about you don't need no man. You worrying about what a man look like or what he got. You probably ain't gonna make it. You probably miss your man. Your man of the Most High. You know, try to start over building from the ground up with him. Putting both of y'all name on the lease like the Bible say. You know, I don't advise no man to move in with no woman if your name is not on the lease. I've learned from experience. They all gonna be the same, full of shit. Use you up for your money, your food, but you can't be the man in the house and be masculine and check people. Oh, you got to get up out of here. I'm telling you. A masculine man is where it's at. A feminine woman is where it's at. Okay, but she also got to be bold like the man. Supposed to be fearless like Yahuwah say. You know, he said he gonna send his angels out before we go out and when we come in. He gonna put his angels all around us, burning chariots. We don't fear no man. Nah. Some of us have been through hell and hot water with gasoline draws on down here about this truth. But we still standing and we still banging. Don't think when you come into the truth, you ain't gonna go through trial and tribulation like everything gonna be peaches and cream. No, you gonna go through some stuff. He gonna test you. See, before he give you his spirit, he gonna test you to see can you handle his ruah. Then when you go through the test, go through the fire, and he think you ready, that's when he gonna put it on you. He ain't just giving it to you because you know you're a Hebrew, you're a Shebrew, you keep the commandments. No, you gonna have to go through something. You gonna have to work for that. Like, you gonna have to work for that. I'm talking about might lose your job for 2-3 years, become homeless, shelter to shelter, but he gonna provide. He gonna provide food, shelter, and clothes for you. But just keep going through the doors he got open for you and keep trusting it and watch what he do to you one day. One day your blessing gonna be following you over. Because he gonna send so-called, since y'all say the Gentiles can't be saved, he gonna be sending the Gentiles to you for his truth. Because they gonna be like, oh, he ain't racist. He ain't full of hate. Oh, he teaching what the Bible say teach. He teaching everybody can be saved that want to come into this truth. I ain't running nobody out. I ain't telling nobody no. But don't come playing. You need to be serious when you come on this side. And it's a full-time way of living. It ain't no part-time. It ain't no one-time. It's a full-time day of living, respecting everybody that ain't done you no wrong. Just because they hung our ancestors on trees and stuff like that, yeah, we know we got to talk about that. We teach the Bible. But Yahuwah already got that written in stone, according to the book of Obadiah and Zechariah. Everybody that messed over us is messing with us. He going to repay them, brothers and sisters. You ain't got to lift a finger. Exodus 14:14, vengeance belong to Yahuwah. I ain't trying to fight nobody or get back at nobody or spin on nobody or none of that. That's what Yahuwah for. And them archangels up there for. Y'all better recognize, just because you can't see him, oh, he right here, right now. He all seeing and all knowing, omnipresent. So, my advice to you is pick a side. Whose side you going to be on when the smoke clear? Whose side you going to be on when you go through the fire? Or whose side you going to be on when that sky roll back? Ask yourself that. I'd rather be on Yahuwah's side. Until next time, I'm Elder Yehuda, and this is Yehuda United Assembly. You know, Hattiesburg, Mississippi, that's where I represent. That's where I started at, you know. And Yahuwah Barak, them people that, you know, didn't believe in me. I was a blessing to them, but they treated me like a curse. And he said, you can't curse what he blessed. You know, Baal will tell you that, Bolak or whatever, Balak in the Bible. He said, you can't curse them people right there. Yahuwah, the creator, and the Barak them people. I'm telling you, better recognize, everybody that Barak us, he gonna Barak them. They blessing them fake Jews over there now. Revelation 2:9, 3:9. That's why Yahuwah whooping them for what they did. Try to steal our birthright and our identity. And having us worshiping fake gods and doing idol worship and all that stuff. You know, them Jewish people over there. That ain't our land. We the land. We the kingdom. We the heaven. We the earth. We the water. We the salt. We the light. We the flavor. We put flavor in everything. Stand up for your people. Quit beating your people up. What I'm saying is my people. Okay? Quit hating your people. Quit beating your people up. You love yourself, you're going to love your people. You know? Start sticking together. Stop calling the police on people. Stop ratting on people. Stop turning people over to the police for money. Stop doing that type of stuff. Stop hating white folks. Stop teaching hate. See, when you ain't violent and you ain't full of hate, but you protect, and you're protected, you become weak because you meek. Because you rather say, I forgive you, I don't want no problem. But people will hate you for that. If a lot of people would say, hey, I forgive you, man, and I ain't mean no harm, the world will be a better place, safer place. And stop fighting over women that you ain't gonna marry. The reason you're doing that because they done put a root on you. They do witchcraft, and they put a spell on you. Now, Jezebel, she out there got two men fighting for to get her two souls for one. For a woman, you ain't even finna marry, you out there showing your ass. For a man, you ain't finna marry, you out there showing your ass. Babies raising babies. What type of crap is this? Don't know what to put on the table to feed the children and make them live a long time and stop making them getting high blood pressure, cancer, gout, diabetes. Wondering why people sick. They don't know how to eat. They think everything food. Then put all this stuff in the pot and call it gumbo, all this abomination in the pot and call it gumbo. Man, it's a lot of people walking around with parasites in them. It's time for your spiritual cleansing. I can tell you what you need to know, but I can't tell you where you're going. This message is only for the ones that Yahuwah called. He said his sheep hear his voice. See, I'm a man where I use a little profanity at times too. But I don't use too much of it like I used to. Because I am who I am. What you see is what you get. I ain't one of these guys where I'm all perfect, got it going on. He's still working on me. I'm still teachable. I'm still growing and I'm still learning. You know, this is not an easy walk. I assure you that. This ain't no easy walk. You might go to jail. People say, oh, he ain't no preacher. He ain't got the Holy Spirit. But Paul and Silas and Yahusha and all the rest, Samson them was in jail, wasn't he? And the lions then and with fire and stuff. I've been to jail many times. I've done 100 weekends in jail. Because I didn't want to do 30 days straight because I had a job. Just got out of jail for a charge that they keep locking me up for from 2 years ago. Had the bond, I spent all my money. Got to go to court. Don't know how I'm going to get there. You know, hoping I get paid Thursday so I can catch me an Uber so I don't go back to jail. You know. And I put my Cash App on here to try to ask for some help for backup. Like, hey, somebody help me out. You know, make sure I can get me an Uber to get to court. I probably can get you your money back, you know, when I make me a full check. I ain't getting nothing. So, Yahuwah showed me that. That's the only time I ask for help is when I need the help. I ain't asking for no donations for the ministry or nothing like that, you know. I just asked for $50. That's enough to get me there and back, a Uber. And I put my Cash App out there, and ain't nobody sent nothing. But the Bible say for a man to sit here and labor in the word and bring you the truth, he worthy his wages. Don't rob him. I guess I ain't worthy for no offerings and no donations, you know. But I guess that's why Yahuwah gonna reward me, you know. It ain't about that with me. It's just, you know, I got brothers and sisters supposed to be in this truth. Well, okay. Well, hey, let's help Bach out, you know. But it's cool. I ain't no hard feelings. Yahuwah Yusha Baruchi. All right. I just want to let you know how people. I get more help from white people, so-called white people, than people look like me now. That's sad. You know. For real, for real. That's why I said it ain't about color. I can't lie. I guess as soon as I start saying the white folks were my people, you know, oh, he a house nigga, he a coon. You know, because I ain't calling them heathens. A heathen can be a so-called Negro too. Just like a Gentile can be anybody. It just ain't about color. You know, Yahuwah, he a cake not turned. So don't be mad at me, the messenger. Take a mirror, look at yourself, examine yourself. I ain't judging nobody. But he say when you reject his messages, you rejecting him. How y'all treat the men with his Holy Spirit and do for them, you doing that to Yahuwah and Yahusha. You ain't doing it to teachers, the elders. You doing it to him. Go look at the Bible. Everybody that went against his messages. And we prophesying in these last days. You know, like we see prophecies being fulfilled in these last days. We seers. You know, we blow our trumpet. You know, say stay ready to keep from getting ready. You know. So until next time, shalom.